Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager Save with Atletico Madrid. In today's episode, we are playing two important games. We have one game here against Villarreal. And that game is important if we want to still be competitive for the league title. We need 3 points in this game. Otherwise, Barcelona will slip away for the title race. Also, we are playing a very important fixture in the Champions League knockout rounds against Tottenham Hotspur. Um, have played the first fixture away from home. We lost 2-1. But to be fair, we got a player sent off after 29 minutes here. Patrick Dogu, he received a red card. Um, then we went behind 2-0, but then at the very last moment of that game, Brian Gill he scored to really keep us in this fixture uh, at home, of course. Since the last episode where we played against Real Sociedad and Celta Vigo, we haven't lost a single game actually until the last one here against Spurs. What's happening to my voice? Yeah, but that's what quite unfortunate because we won an 18 unbeaten run. Um, but today is all about getting 3 points in the Liga and then beating Tottenham to proceed in the Champions League. Um, the team for today's game is a bit rotated because I want the squad to be ready for that important Champions League fixture. So we are playing with Brian Gill up front with Boanote and Omodorian. In the midfield, we are playing with Eric Martel, Vetterman, and Zielinski. In our backline, we are playing with Dorgo, Batasville, Jimenez, and Jan Cueto. Um, Hopefully, it will be enough to get 3 points, get back into a winning form before that Champions League game. Hopefully, that will happen, but of course, we never know. My I have I draw a few games in the league. It's quite annoying. If I haven't drawn all these games, I will probably have leading the league right now. But let's see if we can be victorious here at home, the home ground, as we are very close to scoring here. But like, or I don't think Oblak even saved that. I think he just missed. Um, See here that Villarreal is actually better team right now. But here we have Jan Cueto coming with that, and Samu Mudorian gets a goal. Very nice. There's no way that's upside. That's what I told you. I could be a linesman, I think, in real life because I can just see those upside lines very clearly. Here we have very close to leveling the game here, Villarreal, but we keep on going here. We want to get a second goal to really feel safe in this fixture. I don't want to get Real to get a late goal or something. Right now, things are looking good. We only have one shot and one shot on target in this game. So, yeah, very clinical right now. Brian Gill is in top form. Also, the guy that scored against Tottenham, he's now scored again in this fixture here. Very nice to see that our backup wingers are performing. Um, so a 2-0 lead into the break. I very much like that. I actually think I want to rest Huddersfield, but I don't really have anyone to go get back up for him, basically. I think Molina will come in here twice as it is. Second half here is on the way. Dogu, Zielinski, Bitterman, Gerald moving forward. That's upside. Oh, it's not. Still leading here, but having the most of the possession. That's nice to see. Zielinski moving forward here. Brian Gill out in the wing into Zielinski. Samu Dorian cannot put a finish on that one. Actually, maybe I will start Samu Dorian in the Champions League fixture. The cricket has just not really been performing that well at the moment, so maybe is his time to shine. Hopefully it be in that way, but see when I set the team for that game. Vidal gets a goal, unfortunately, but I think it's okay. I don't think we will know, let this 3 points slip away. We have a lot of tired players now, so I will some substitutions to keep the team fresh. Some of the first team players will now get onto the pitch. Amazing well to get 10 minutes of playtime. Hopefully that will be enough to hold on to this 2-1 victory against Villarreal. That would be very nice. Villarreal are a good team, a top team in the Spanish league, so that is nice to get a 2-1 here. Very, very, very nice. 3 points and back to winning ways. We are still 6 points behind Barcelona, so anything can happen though. So hopefully Barcelona will drop points at some point in this save. Um, Actually, something I wanted to go through before the next game against Tottenham is the transfers because that January transfer window is over. And I actually did loan out, if I can find him here somewhere. Okele, he joined PSV Eindhoven on a loan. He was not happy with the amount of playing time he got, so why not loan him out to keep the squad happy? Also, Juna Kropi, our youngster, have moved to Torino and actually scored 4 goals in 4 games with 2 assists. That's crazy. Maybe I should have kept him at the club, but he was not performing that well at my club. I can tell you that for sure. Um, yeah, so he have moved out on a loan to get developed, basically. Um, but yeah, now it's all about this game against Tottenham, and obviously, you guys in a minute. We are now slowly approaching the Tottenham game in the Champions League. But before we jump into that game, there is something else that I want to show you. Um, since that last episode, I played a lot of games in the Copa del Rey, mainly against smaller teams down the league system. Um, got a 1-0 win against Almeria in the fourth round, then a 4-0 victory against Levante in the quarterfinal, and then we are now at the moment in a two-legged semifinal fixture against Elche, where I won the first one 3-1. Second Copa del Rey semifinal will be played next month, um, where we will probably proceed to the final in the Copa del Rey against either Barcelona or Real Madrid. So that would be nice to get in that final and be very close to another trophy this season. Um, but yeah, now it is all about this Tottenham game. Hopefully, we can perform better than last time and get, I think, a 2-0 victory or just a 1-0 win on penalties, something like that. Um, Obviously, we are doing this masterclass here of always tight marking on their attackers, hard tackling. I can see that Son is injured for this game. That is very nice. He's one of their best players. But this is the best, or this is my starting lineup for this game. At the top, as our striker, we are playing with Omo Dodion. He comes in instead of Gyökeres that hasn't been performing that well in recent games. So when Dorian comes in, he just scored a goal in the last game. He has a lot of confidence. Then we have Samuel Lino on the left wing, Juan Note on the right wing. Then we are playing with Zelinski as our man's playmaker with Vadamen Lorente as his co-midfield players. As our backline, we are playing with Basasaki, Jimenez, Yodo, and Jan Cueto. Um, Actually may be wondering where Xavi Simon is. He is out with an injury. He has 7 days left of that injury. Hopefully he can turn and form in the way that he has done all season. And goals from a midfielder is quite good, I would say. Um, But yeah, this is the team for today's matchup against Tottenham. Hopefully, can get a victory and proceed into the, I think it is quarterfinals. Maybe it's not the quarterfinals. Um, but yeah, I think the first step is to not get a red card because that really like messed up the first game. But we will see here. Obviously, we have home advantage this time, and I think Tottenham will be beating themselves for not keeping a clean sheet in that first game after leading 2-0. Um, just need a single goal in this game to level things out, and it may be coming right now. Could be uh, pressing them here. Pedro Porto moves up the wing, need the ball here, not get it. Tottenham are playing it around nicely. Star and Uduki, and yeah, very close to getting a goal there. Quite not what I was expecting to see. I was actually really expecting to dominating here at our own ground against Tottenham. Because as you know, we beat them 2-0 in the group stage of the Champions League, so not be that big of a challenge for us. I don't think it is. Vitamin hits the post. So unlucky, actually. Come on, guys. Something. Don't have the most position. That's annoying. Insky, Bonucci, Vitamin again. Shoots a lot. Shoots a lot. He does, but he's not hitting the target. That's not good. Where is the boys here? Go out to Vitamin. Samu Umudurian. What is that? Samuelino wins the ball. Higher up. Can we execute Samu Umudurian? What a chance to miss, my friend. What a chance to miss. We need a goal before the break. We really do. Gueto, Llorente, Saki, and we get a goal. Piotr Zielinski, our Polish midfielder, level things out in this Champions League fixture. Let's praise the boys. This is very nice. I think our passing has been good so far at the pass, but I will say it anyway. Um, we have some nervous players around here, so I think Mason Greenwood come on instead of Boanote. He is a Champions League player, Greenwood. He likes to score big games. We have seen that before. He has scored against Real Madrid, Barcelona, name them. Here Tottenham has a corner, and I don't like the look of this. And Tottenham are back into the lead on aggregate here. Let's demand more from our team here. Hopefully we can turn it around. I think I will do some tactical changes in shortly if nothing happens. Here we have Tottenham playing around nicely again. Quite annoying to see Kulusevski, Petoporo, and we have a counter attack maybe here. Nope, not Petoporo again. And a penalty for Tottenham. This could be the end of this Champions League journey if Oblak doesn't save it, doesn't, and Jamie Donnelly for Tottenham puts it in. They are leading 2-1 now. Let's see if we can do something of a tactical masterclass here to come back in this game. I will move Zielinski up into that attacking midfielding role, hopefully. Um, that will work. We have a lot of tired players. Zielinski is actually one of them. Um, and some LGBTQ can play as advanced playmaker. Shadow striker, actually. See how well he does in that position. He's not using his full abilities. I think he will just go into that attacking position. Kilmer will play as an advanced midfielder. Um, not the most optimal, I would say, but hopefully it will work. Vitamin is also tired, so I think Matilda. Hopefully this can do some kind of damage to Tottenham. I don't really think so, but see you get a corner kick, and we do get one goal back here. Jimenez scores from the corner kick on a header. That's very nice to see. Let's good. Very nice if we could have scored another goal that quickly. I think we need to something again. Um, let's just hit the early crosses. Play very attacking. I think we need one more attacker up there. We can play Mason Greenwood up here. Can Dortmund play the wing? Can play some kind of wing. Um, this will be Mason if I can move Martel in. Kinda a big gamble to do this, but yeah, in the search of a goal, and we have about only 6 minutes of extra time, and we get a highlight. Let it be a goal for our team. Martel wins the ball. Yodo, Lorente, Mason Greenwood. That's a goal. Offside. No, we are. Oh, it annoys me. We are out of the Champions League to Tottenham. That's so annoying. Not even that deserved that Tottenham beat us. Well, that is a huge disappointment for us to already be out of the Champions League. Of course, I don't think the board is too happy with us on that thing. Or actually, yeah, be competitive in the Champions League. That was just fine. Advancing for the group stage, apparently. Um, that is so annoying. Now we only have 2 competitions left. Gonna focus, of course, mainly on winning the La Liga and the Copa del Rey. But yeah, we will see. But I will end today's episode there. I'm very sorry that we are not in the Champions League anymore, but I still hope that you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys in the next one.